relax. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I'm trying to force myself to branch out, which is exceedingly difficult for me to do considering my feelings about the modern world and everything that the modern world does, like socially network. I realize that there are several social networking sites that are not run by commies, which is cool. Maybe I'll check that shit out, but the problem with me is, like I've said before, I really, really hate it. And anytime that I hate something, it's really hard for me to force myself to do that. For obvious reasons. I guess I'm just a lot more stubborn than most people. I feel like a lot of people just compromise their principles and their integrity and their views on the world all because they want to be liked, or they want attention, or they want fame or something like that. I mean, I just hate all that crap. I really do. It's so depressing to live in a world where people are so narcissistic, you know? Because as cool as it is to make everything about you, it's actually a lot cooler to have self-awareness. If you had self-awareness, if you think about it, you would be making it about you, but in a positive way, you know, because people that don't have self-awareness make it all about them in a negative way. And all these pieces of garbage who constantly whine on the internet and lash out. Don't you wish they'd lash in? I do. Sorry, I gotta lower the camera. I see the 5-0 up there, so we're gonna have to be careful. But yeah, so if these people, I'm sorry, did I call them people? I don't think they're people. They're monsters. They're monsters. They're sociopathic at this point. They're these automaton, narcissistic robots that do what they're told and go along with whatever is supposedly happening. And they think that makes them interesting, or that makes them relevant, I suppose. But these pieces of garbage, you know, all they do is lash out. And they're not even aware that they're doing it. Like, they're not even cognizant of the fact that this is like something that they can't even control it at this point. And it's just depressing, like living in a world full of people that have chosen to do this to themselves, and that there's really like nothing you can do for them. You know, they're just completely gone. You know, there are people that I used to be friends with that no longer speak to me because I guess I'm a Nazi now. That's fine. I'll take that. You know, at this point, fine. I mean, it's whatever. If you had told me, like, 10 years ago that former friends of mine would no longer be speaking to me because they deemed me this way, I would have laughed at you and thought you were absolutely ridiculous. But, you know, if you told me that I was going to change my belief system and turn conservative, I probably would have made plans to kill myself. So, I mean, that is like how liberals feel
about conservatives. And I think that conservatives feel that way about liberals too. They're just not as vocal about it, but they're still pretty vocal. I feel like at this point, it's gotten so bad. The level of narcissism, the level of me, that, you know, people are just gone. There ain't nothing we can do. So we just gotta huddle. We gotta huddle with people that are like-minded. And by like-minded, I mean, you know, sane. Just sane people. You really don't have to believe everything I believe. Just don't be a crazy-ass person that is gonna try to get me fired from my job. You know? That's all I ask. But, yeah, it's like people can't even have conversations anymore. It's just sad. But, yeah. There's nothing we can do about it. Just accept it. Accept that a lot of people are on a different path that is very self-destructive. But the best thing that you can do for yourself is to just, you know, try to steer clear of that. And I know that it's difficult because it's just so tempting to just be angry and bitter. Don't be like Karl Marx. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm reading a biography on Karl Marx, who I've been calling Snarl Marx, because he's mad! I don't know why, but that just cracks me up. I know it's ridiculous, but, like, I don't care. I'm a silly-ass comedian. I think that people are afraid to be silly. You know, everybody's so serious about everything. And I'm very whimsical still. I refuse to give that up. Because we need whimsical people in the world. We really do. I mean, I'm a very serious person, though. I think that I'm whimsical because I'm so serious. But, anyway.